I'm very excited. I've been waiting for a very long time.
For kids like 10-year-old Ella Conrad, the vaccine will be life-changing. She hasn't seen her friends in nearly 2 years because she has an autoimmune disorder. But other families aren't as sure. Only 27% of parents say they will vaccinate their kids right away. 30% say they will definitely not vaccinate their kids at all. And 33% say they'll wait and see how it's working before making a decision.
You always are nervous when you're giving your child a vaccine.
We know you got questions. Let's dig into it and get you answers. So many parents out there feel exactly like this one right here. She says she's weeping with relief because one of her kids is signed up for their vaccine. Millions of children between 5 and 11 can now get the COVID-19 vaccine after the CDC signed off the other day. The mom definitely ready to go, but plenty of others, they have got questions. I'm Ben Briscoe. From now until 6, we're going to dig into some of the top questions we've gotten from you and get you answers. The first questions we know all parents out there have. They want to know, is it safe and does it work? Well, the answer to both of these right here is yes. The CDC says every million doses given to children ages 5 to 11 would prevent about 58,000 cases of coronavirus and 226 hospitalizations in that group. And a doctor with the CDC says the vaccine passed every test it needs to.
The clinical trial demonstrated that the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine is safe, immunogenic, and efficacious in children 5 through 11 years of age.
We've heard from parents who are worried about side effects too. They want to know about those. The FDA says that kids get similar side effects as what adults get. It says the most common ones are headaches, arm pain, fatigue, and body aches. Now, some studies suggest that kids experience these less than other adults did. Our Verified team dug into that claim.
Millions of kids between the ages of 5 and 11 are now one step closer to getting the COVID shot. But for many parents, side effects are a real concern. So are kids under 12 experiencing side effects less often than adults? Let's verify. Our sources, the FDA, Pfizer's clinical trial data, and Dr. Daniel Donner, a pediatrician with Novant Health. An FDA review found that the vaccine did not have any major safety concerns. No deaths, no significant adverse reactions in kids under 12. Pfizer's data shows there's no cases of myocarditis in kids under 12 within 3 months of getting their second dose. Now that said, data shows kids do get some of those milder side effects. According to Pfizer, 66% of people between the ages of 16 and 25 experienced fatigue after their second shot, but just 39% of kids under 12 experienced that same fatigue. It's a similar scenario with another common symptom, headaches. 61% of people 16 to 25 got headaches after their second dose. Compare that to just 28% of kids under 12. Dr. Donner says kids might be suffering fewer side effects because their shot is a smaller dosage. Kids 5 to 11 are getting a third of the dosage that adults get.
Many people will have some kind of reaction. For children 5 to 11, that was a lot less likely, which is very interesting to me. It could be because of the lower dose. They are less likely to have those startup side effects, that feeling tired, having fevers, just not feeling well in general for that 2 to 3 day period after the shot.
So we can verify that yes, so far, kids under 12 are experiencing side effects less often than adults.
Okay, so now that's approved, another big question, where can my child get vaccinated? We reached out to providers across our area. Here are some of the places you can take your kid in the Greensboro area. And remember, it is free no matter where you go to get the shot. You can sign your child up at StarMed right now. They have a location in High Point. Cone Health, Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist, and Novant Health all say they will start scheduling appointments soon. CVS already taking appointments on their website. Walgreens says they have vaccines available later this week. And we made it easy to find the full list of providers offering the appointments. All you got to do, text the word KIDS to 336-379-5775. We'll send a link right back to you, and we're going to be updating it as we get more information. Remember to text, do not call. Now, we also have folks who want to know, will my child be fully vaccinated by the holidays? Here's the deal. You can't get fully vaccinated by Thanksgiving. It's too late. But they can be fully protected by Christmas if you act fast. The vaccine just got approved. That means this week is the earliest you can get it. Then your child will have to wait 3 weeks for the second shot, which will be right around Thanksgiving. Doctors say it takes another 2 weeks to build up full immunity. That means if you want your child fully vaccinated for the holidays, they need to get their first shot within the next 2 weeks. Okay, another common question we've gotten for weeks now, is the kids' vaccine the same one as for adults? It's not. Here's the deal. The Pfizer's vaccine is about 1/3 of the dose for the shot that adults get. Doctors say it's still effective though, even though it's less. Different age groups need different doses for the vaccines to work. We spoke to a family physician from Novant Health. She says that kid-sized dose is just right.
Their immune system works differently than ours do, and generally kids have a pretty impressive immune response and so may not require quite as much of the vaccine to produce antibodies.
What about, should kids get the vaccine if they already had COVID? Well, doctors say that antibodies from the shot will most likely be better than ones being infected. So yes, a new CDC study also found unvaccinated people were more than twice as likely to get reinfected compared to fully vaccinated people. The data accounts for the spread of the more contagious Delta variant. Now, the CDC director released a statement about the study. She says, we now have additional evidence that reaffirms the importance of COVID-19 vaccinations, even if you've had prior infection. The study adds more to the body of knowledge demonstrating the protection of vaccines against severe disease from COVID-19. So what happens if you're a divorced parent and you disagree with your ex about vaccinating your child? If you've got joint custody, you guys got to come to some kind of agreement. If you don't, a family attorney we spoke to says it comes down to who has legal custody over your child.
Legal custody here in North Carolina, at least, means which parent has the authority to make legal life decisions for the minor children. So where they go to school, what type of religious practices they have, what type of medical treatment that they receive, what's appropriate. Those are the decisions that are allowed to be made when you have legal custody.
Hey, if you've got questions, chances are your friends and family do too. We posted all this information on our website in the Who Wants to Know section. Makes it really easy to share it with them. And if you're still unsure, here's what the American Academy of Pediatrics says.
I hear your concerns, and I love that you worry about your child. And I think that talking to your pediatrician will help you to work through those concerns.